She's just trying to piss you off. Mind games are her idea of a good time. That said, let's move on to talking about the election. I'm sorry to say it, but we stand zero chance at beating Yuki right now.
Looks like you're not mincing words, are you?
Just speaking the truth. She's the frontrunner, and I cannot overstate how massive her lead is. Normally by this point, you'd have 3 pairs of aspiring candidates in the student council vying for the title. In fact, back when we did this in middle school, there were 6 pairs including us. 12 total people in the running.
That many?
Just at first, but half of them dropped out at the student congress right before we began our elections.
What does student congress mean?
It's something like a courtroom, but run by our peers. For example, if the dispute between the baseball and soccer teams hadn't been resolved, they would have gone to student congress. There they would have to present their arguments for debate to decide who won.
I saw something like that happening in the auditorium a while ago. That must have been what it was. Hold on. How does this connect to half the middle school press candidates dropping out?
The Congress acts as a preview before the students have to decide who they're voting for. The candidates debate policy until one side beats out the other. And when they're done, the students will have a clear pecking order in mind.
I think I understand.
People dropping out is a standard affair. Typically, the Congress ends with 3 pairs if there were more to begin. So, even acknowledging that candidates don't need to start in the student council, this year's abnormal. We've never seen a race feel as predetermined as this. No one else thinks it's worth trying. They don't see any way to beat Yuki.
What's his deal? He's acting so unbothered.
If
Is this normal? We're at a restaurant together.
Does
he come here with other girls?
The office. And obviously, she's not going to be slacking when it comes to such a valuable position. You know, the title of president would look good on any college applications.
Well, that would certainly explain why I had such a tough time drinking it.
In fact, underhanded tactics were all the rage until a few years ago. Now, things are different, and we get to enjoy a clean election process without so much drama. Should I repeat that?
No, I heard you. I was simply distracted by my parfait.
Right. I mean, it definitely looks good.
You had to point it out? Yeah, I'm acting up. You're playing it so cool over there. How am I supposed to act right now? So be it. If nothing bothers you, then surely this won't be a problem. Say, wanna try a little bite?
Say what?
Didn't you just say that it looks good? There's no need to act shy about it. Here, for you.
Why don't I ask our waitress for a fresh spoon?
You'd bother the staff over something unimportant? You shouldn't add to their workload.
I guess.
Shut up and eat it! Sharing like this is normal in Russia.
Wait, is that true? Nope, she's totally lying.
Say it.
She even said the magic word! It's an indirect kiss! This spoon has touched both of our tongues! Tongues! Tastes good.
Yeah.
Is that Taniyama?
Anyway, do you have any idea how we can beat Yuki?
We should try and appeal to students from a different angle. We won't stand a chance if we try to beat her at her own game.
How would we do that?
You know, something like President Kinzuki. During the election last year, one of the other candidates had way more experience. But in spite of that, Kinzuki still managed to come out on top.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard he wasn't even on the council in middle school, was he?
Nope. But he had an elaborate strategy, so he still won.
And that was?
Over in the newspaper club, they seemed to think it was hilarious a guy as incompetent as him would bother running. So they wrote some articles on him. Back when the first one came out, I bet they were only trying to mess with him. But then, everyone saw. With each article, his appearance changed and his grades went up. A success story was unfolding in front of their eyes. So the students started rooting for him. Like that. He had a wave of adulation he could ride to victory.
Basically, I need a good backstory to garner support. You're suggesting if they know who I really am, they might just see how hard I've been working for them?
Quick on the uptake as always. But what you doing with the spoon?
What should I do with the spoon?
Right. Too late for me to order some food?
No, of course not.
Thank you for waiting. And here, the spoon you asked for. All right, I hope you enjoy.
You didn't have to get me a new one.
It's more for my benefit than yours.
You're flustered over something so small? You're even more childish than I would have thought. And here I'd assumed you were used to some female company.
I was just surprised that you were able to share your spoon with a guy so casually you didn't even bat an eye over it. Is there an indirect kissing epidemic in Russia that we should know about?
Ой, я только с тобой бы такое сделала, дурак.
Thanks. Now, you should finish it up. It'll melt soon.
Good point. Anyway, how are we going to approach this? It'll be tough to build as much support as our president did.
You're not wrong. But you just need a chance to show your work ethic. Say, the first term's closing ceremony?
The closing ceremony? You mean during the student council's address?
Yeah. Put simply, it's an excuse to introduce the new members of student council and hear their policy. I doubt I need to explain to you how important that is.
Then what should I say when it's my turn to deliver a speech?
Say whatever comes to your mind. If you really want the audience to like you, authenticity is a must.
Yeah, great. Don't you have advice on how to make people like me?
I don't think you need any advice. The way you act every day is more than enough to captivate anyone you meet.
Oh, yeah? Ну как именно? Похвали меня еще.
That's exactly what I mean. How cute. I figured a diner would dial down the heat.
How is it?
It's decent. You want to try? Wait, a spicy meal like this is definitely more than all you could stomach.
That looks rough. But I can't just back down. He would realize I can't handle spicy foods like that ramen we had. I wouldn't mind trying a little bite.
Of course.
Make her no pain, bro. I'd say nothing gets my engines heated like seeing Julia with tears in her eyes. Stop it! You shouldn't bully my sister like that! Bad boy! Oh, buzz off!
Forgive me, Alia. Here, look. Saved you the best part.
Right. Thank you.
You good? How do you feel?
I don't know what you mean. I've never been better.
If you say so.
I meant to ask, do you know what Yuki's planning to do now?
Huh?
I mean, I was assuming she expected to run with you in the election, but since you and I are together, since you're running with me, she'll need someone new.
Yeah, but she's extremely popular without anyone else. So I don't think it matters that much who she chooses. She'll probably pick someone who's familiar with how student council works. That'd be bad. Imagine if she got Taniyama. She'd be trouble for us.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
First name's Sayaka. Back in middle school, she only narrowly lost out to the two of us in the presidential election. Know her?
Can't say that I do.
I wonder. Most people would have given up on becoming president. Did she?
You okay?
Yeah. Well, won't have to wait long to find out. She'll have to announce soon.
Your attention, please. I'd like to introduce you to someone. Ayano?
What's wrong?
It's an honor to meet you. Hello, I'm Ayano Kimishima, and I'm in class 1C. Beginning now, I'll be part of the student council. I intend to serve my office proudly as a part of general affairs. I look forward to working with each of you. And, Masachika, I especially look forward to working with you as part of a team.
How lovely.
秘密